Voting signs were scattered around the Joe Crowley Student Union on a beautiful Saturday morning for early voting. You could expect the line to be out of the door for something as important as voting, but there were very few voters. Former student Caleb McFall returned to UNR to cast his vote.
This is where I've always voted. It's pretty easy.
The voting process in the student union is fairly simple. You wait in line, and when it's your turn, you show proof of residence in Washoe County and you cast your vote. For this election cycle, early voting ends November 4th. Voting will take place again a final day on Election Day, November 8th. Pam Morrison is the polling manager at the Joe.
Well, if you want your voice to be heard, you want people to know what you want for your country, that's why you vote.
Morrison said she feels a vast majority of students aren't voting because they don't feel like it is important, especially in the midterm elections. She tells me that a lot of students and younger people don't really understand the weight of any elections that aren't a presidential election. Political pundits, though, say the balance of the Senate and the country's direction could swing with how Nevadans vote. Isabella Hatt, the 19-year-old assistant director for ASU and Government Affairs here on campus, hopes more students will decide to vote.
I think the most important part is just like being able to put yourself in a position to actually have your voice a part of the representation process. That obviously I think a lot of people think that their one vote might not count a ton or might not mean a lot in the whole grand scheme of things, but in the issue and the way that they do different kinds of voting, I think your representation and your process of actually going and putting your vote out there means a lot to the process.
Abby Pike, a 21-year-old student, is hoping fellow students inform themselves about the election.
Definitely the most important part is making sure that you're educated on all levels of races, like especially the local races affect your community and you more than most people realize. So I would say like looking into it, looking to organizations in the community who do work in civic engagement, like those are all great ways to prepare to vote.
This is Patrick McNabb reporting for the Reynolds Sandbox.